Today is Wednesday, and this is Eunoia, spoken by Elswit. Eunoia is all about the connection between us outside of our sessions together. Send your notes through Patreon or through the form on the Spoken by Elswit website to be included. First off, a welcome to the newest member of my happy harem through Patreon. Welcome to JJ. JJ, I think, is the name of a guy that always knows where to find the party and usually doesn't have a ride to get there. If I'm way off the mark, JJ, just let me know. I've had some feedback on the Precis Chores session. Now, for some of you, you're like, hey, where is that session? I typically release things first on Patreon. That way, my lovely harem can listen to it first and pick up if there's anything that needs a bit of tweaking. The feedback on this one is quite positive, which is typical. And I especially like this. Vince, he let me know that he was excited that it appeared on his cleaning day. Serendipity. Wait, now I feel like writing in books. Okay, does anyone else love that movie? I haven't seen it in ages. But that is my kind of a love story. Okay, so before I get to today's homework, I was just gonna jump right ahead there. And I do love today's homework, but let's go back a bit. I've had people asking me, in the spirit of giving, as Christmas and so on is getting closer, about gifts. Now, I love the things that come to me off my wish list. I don't mention it all the time, but they're nice. They're wonderful little surprises when they come in the mail. But I figured I would do something that's a gift for me, a possible gift for you, and is also playful and fun. Almost in the spirit of like the white elephant presents that you kind of don't know what you're gonna get. Okay, so in the first and possibly only time ever, I am going to base this on money and luck. This is generally not me at all. The ones who have been with me from the very beginning, what was it? We had like these little goals set, like of upgrading the microphone and then upgrading the Scarlet and so on and so forth, right? The desk, the mouse, it just goes on. It was a steady building of our Spoken by Elswit together, which was very much with those early people just in there with me. So for this one, I do have a couple things I want. I have started going to an actual gym. I am one of those sanctimonious people that do it in the morning when it's still dark. I think you get extra virtue points if you get up when it's dark to go do shit. So that, man, if somebody wants to go crazy and buy me a ticket to go back to the States to see my dad, I would love that too. But it doesn't look like travel's happening anytime soon. So anyway, all of that aside, we're gonna do this just for fun, okay? So, it doesn't matter how much it is. I'm not like setting a minimum or anything like that. It does have to be over just the typical Patreon amount. I will tell you that, because if you're new to Patreon, you can kind of set how much you give. Like the tier is set as a certain amount, but you can give over that, and people do. And what you'll get is, for the person who pledges the most this month, and I'm sorry, it's still limited to that happy harem number of only 100. I'm not sure what number I'm sitting at right now. And that first amount will not count for new pledges because that's kind of unfair, right? It has to be above it. So for the person who pledges the most before the end of December, you will get a 30 to 45 minutes, depending on the content and the flow and how that all goes, private, recorded, personalized session from me. Now, it can be any femdom topic. It could be any hypnotherapist topic. It can be pretty taboo, but it can't be illegal. If you want me to make you piss yourself, that's fine. If you want me to make you piss yourself on the subway, that's not fine. That one is taken from the headlines, by the way. If you want tucked in as something cozy, sure. If you want a love story, okay. You want seduced, you want evil, seductress, whatever, sure. You want wax dripped on you, just come over sometime, because I like doing that in person. I love colorful wax so much. Wax play isn't really about being sadistic. It is about art and colors and sounds. Okay, so that's it. So for the month of December, the person who pledges the most over the normal tier amount is going to get a personalized session. And if you've never had a personalized session from me, don't worry. I actually have a homework form I send to you. It walks you step by step through like some of the things that you would want. And yeah, I like doing it. So I just don't normally have enough time to do a bunch of them. So that's what we're on for December. In the spirit of Christmas and presents and all that fun stuff, your homework today, if you're comfortable with it, you could also draw yourself if you didn't want to do a photo. But it's either drawing or photo of you in your favorite Christmas attire. Fun, right? And your permissive circumstance. Well, if you know me at all, you probably know. You probably know where this is going. You have my permission if you do it in your favorite Christmas attire. How's that? Okay, that's it for Wednesday. I should have a Eunoia coming out for tomorrow. I do have another session that's in the works, so we'll get at least one more in for December. We're going to still work through how we're doing all the other stuff leading up to January 1st, because I really want to hit the ground running with you guys on that. So we'll have a talk about that. I'll probably send out like a Patreon poll or message or something. Oh, before I go, one quick cleanup. I've had a few people asking about joining the Happy Harem. The Happy Harem is the name I've given to my patrons. So if you want to be part of the Happy Harem, mosey on over to Patreon and you join over there. I have a limit of 100. I like to be able to answer messages and emails and so on, and honestly, I think 100 is going to be my limit for quite a while. So, okay, now that's really all for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Go take your picture or draw it.